Meet Jude Walton, a professional social justice bureaucratic activist for the city of Ann Arbor in Michigan. She was raped and murdered by Ricky McCain during his second home invasion of the night. Now meet Nick Golden, an anti-racist anarchist far-left punk rock concert organizer. He was killed by a Latino who was shooting up an anti-racist and pro-LGBTQ concert. Now meet Emma Shafer, a racial equality activist for multiple non-profits and intern for Democrat Senator Tammy Duckworth, who famously voted against the Lake and Riley Act, which allows America to detain non-citizens who commit drunk driving, burglary, larceny. Oh, and what's that other one? Oh, that's right. Any crime resulting in death or serious bodily injury. Well, this ends basically how you expect it to. Emma here was stabbed to death by her illegal alien Latino boyfriend, who ran back to Mexico after he committed the heinous act. Now we find ourselves in this really interesting predicament where the right wants him extradited back into the US so that he can face punishment for his actions, and the left don't want him to come back into the country so he doesn't face any punishment for his actions against one of their own. Odd world, isn't it? Finally, meet Jen Angel, an anti-racist anarchist, prison abolitionist, Antifa-connected far-left punk rock reporter. And she makes cupcakes too. Angel was robbed in her car by Ishmael Birch, but determined not to let him get away with it, she actually chased after him and got caught in the vehicle car door. Ishmael, not seeming to give a shit, drove for 50 feet, where her head eventually smashed against the sidewalk and she was put into a medically induced coma and declared dead 3 days later. Are you beginning to notice a pattern with these stories? People are switching off that side of their brain to virtue signal. The side of the brain that tells you, it warns you, that's different, that's scary, that person is acting incorrectly. You've switched it off because you don't want to seem like you're racist. I would rather you be racist and alive than virtue signal and be dead. Let's see if Jen Angel's friends learned from this. Well, her friends suggested that Jen wouldn't want her murderer to go to prison. See, they would rather try to get together to understand what drove this disgusting, evil, inhumane piece of shit to commit such a fatal robbery. It's a doozy, isn't it? A real head scratcher. Now, these two quotes from Ocean Motley, Jen Angel's former partner, are some of the most incredibly racist things you'll ever hear. And they don't even realize it. So here's the first one. I don't know if Mr. Birch is involved or not, but he is a very young black man, 19 years old, who was 18 years old on the day Jen was killed. Well, stop the motion of the ocean right there, Ocean, because 18 years old means that he's a legal adult. So when does accountability come into play? And why bring up the fact that he's a young black man? Why do that? Well, get ready, because here is my single favorite quote, possibly of all time. I don't know what it's like to be black, but I know what it's like to be young and poor and desperate and thinking I need to commit crimes in order to survive. Isn't that just an outstanding quote? That's how the left see black people. They're all poor and desperate, and they can't help but commit crimes. It's in their nature. Why are you mad at them for stabbing people? It's just what they do when they shouldn't be held accountable, even if they're 18. Can you imagine, like, if I said that quote word for word, I would be fired. I would get my ass handed to me. Hell, I might even go to jail in my country. Imagine even a similar comment. Do it to another race. I don't know what it's like to be Indian, but I know what it's like to smell like shit. What's the difference? Anyway, the piece of shit murderer got 7 years and Jen's family's only mildly okay with that. If that was my daughter, I would be fucking livid. We know that Jen would not want someone involved with her death, whether complicit or not, far out, to waste away in prison for decades. You are kidding. This video honestly could have gone for a lot longer, and I'm probably going to make more videos on this topic soon enough, but I know I was laughing and it seemed like I was having a lot of fun, but I'm not. Those people died. And it's not good, and I'm not the same people who cheer and laugh and dance when people I disagree with die. Like, it's sad. I think they needed help. Somebody needed to help them. And maybe it's because I am a Christian, but I believe Jesus can save everybody. Even those that look most lost. And the only reason I sort of found humor before is because I get that they can say things that I can't, even if they're the exact same things. I do find that entertaining, but in all seriousness, rest in peace to these people. They had to learn a really powerfully shitty lesson. And I think we can all learn from the horrific things that they went through.